This is how to set up and use your Sennheiser wireless lapel microphone. Here's everything that comes in the kit. This is the microphone itself and the cable, and here's the little lapel clip. So you slide this over the cable through its open end, and then just slide it firmly up onto the mic, and that's what you'll clip to your collar. This is the cable you would use if you want to output the sound into something like a mixing board. This is the cable that goes between the receiver that plugs into your camera. This is the plate assembly that allows you to mount the receiver onto your camera. The two receivers look very similar, and you can easily tell them apart by looking at the ports on the top. You can see one has the mic line as well as a mute button, and the other one has the line out. This is how you open each transmitter, and they each take two AA batteries. But unlike any other product I've ever seen in my life, the batteries actually face the same way in these devices. The power switch is located underneath the flip door, and your screen will look something like this. Same with the other device. If the mount isn't on the plate, you would just place the threaded plate on the back side of it and put the screw through the mount and thread it into that plate. Now, in order to mount this, you need to take the spring clip off of the transmitter. So a flat blade is about the easiest way I found to do it. You just push it outward on each side, push down away from yourself so you don't hurt yourself with the screwdriver, and then pull the other side out. Make sure you don't flip it around or get your orientation messed up. This is how the clip will go on the mounting plate. When you put the plate on the bottom of the transmitter, you'll use your screwdriver again to push those clips out and get them back into the holes on the transmitter where they originally were. Make sure that they're secured in there and they're pressed all the way in so it doesn't flip out and knock the transmitter on the ground during use. There's the full transmitter assembly ready to mount to your camera. Most of your cameras will include this little slotted feature, and that's where you will put in the square piece at the bottom of the mount, and the part above it that rotates is what's used to lock it in place. So you slide it in and then you rotate the locking part to make sure it's secure. Now locate your microphone jack on the camera. Now take your cable and use it to connect the AF out of your transmitter to the microphone in on your camera. Make sure your cable isn't hanging in front of the camera lens and ends up photobombing your film. With the transmitters both turned on, let's get our levels set straight for the devices in the camera. The first thing is to go to the receiver, push the set button, use the arrows to select down to the AF out level. And you want to put this at about -18. Then hit the set button again, and it'll say stored, and then press the on button to just get back to the main screen. Now on your camera, make sure that you're in video mode if that's a selection option. Find the audio record level, and this one was set at 24 for the onboard mic. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that level, but I want to keep this screen open so that I can see how my lapel mic input sound behaves on these devices. Okay, here we go. This is falling in pretty good range right there. You can kind of see where you want it. See the little green bars down here that are landing not all the way in red clipping. On the microphone transmitter, again, you press the set button, go to sensitivity, and basically adjust this until the sound bars are where you want on the camera. I dropped it to -30. Now if we look at the bars, they look like they're in a happy spot. If I get a loud one, it's still not clipping, so that I can probably work with. Like anything, you're gonna have to experiment with your own device a little bit. When you're all done, make sure to turn each of the transmitters off so you don't wear out your batteries. And you don't want dead batteries the next time you start filming your next project. Subscribe to my YouTube channel below and let's celebrate turning fuel and air into adrenaline.